There's something I learned from my cost estimate videos that I would like to share with all of you. Hello everyone, my name is Flo. Welcome back to my channel, a community where we talk about money matters that concern us as Nigerians. If you haven't already, subscribe on this channel if you want to be getting my videos when it goes live, and click the like button if you're enjoying the videos. So today, I'm going to talk about this thing that I learned. And whenever I learn anything, we're all here to learn, including me. Even me that is sharing, I'm just sharing my knowledge anyway. And I'm here to learn too. So whenever I learn something, I learn a pattern from the comments or from the emails that I receive, I like to come on here and share it. This is actually the aim of this video, to share ideas with fellow investors in Nigeria. So this thing I learned is that I noticed that a good number of people go for bungalows because they think it's cheaper. I'll go into why a bungalow is not necessarily cheaper, but first, I know that there are genuine reasons why someone will want to go for a bungalow compared to a one-story building, commonly known as a duplex in Nigeria. That's a detached house. For instance, if you leave me, if I am not married, let's say I'm the only one taking the decision on the type of house we should go for, I'll go for a bungalow any day, anytime, because I am a very lazy person. I don't have the energy to be jumping up. Have you ever tried jumping up and down a story building? You're upstairs, but what you need is downstairs. You need to jump down and get it. And then you go down. Something that you need to do to get what you came for downstairs is upstairs. You jump up again. I know that in Nigeria, a lot of people can afford helps. Maybe they have bells all over their houses. When they're upstairs, they press a bell and a help will come up and ask, Madam, Oga, what do you need? And then they'll go and get it for you. But I don't have that luxury. And I wouldn't even be, I wouldn't even want to be calling people with bells. But anyway, I will put everything on one floor, and that's a bungalow, because I want everything to be on one floor. Another good reason is for disability access. If you have somebody with a wheelchair, or when I'm old, I wouldn't want to have, I know that you can install chair lifts in your houses, but a lot of times those do not work really well, for accessibility. You just want to come into the house and you're in the house. Everything is on the same level. If you know any other good reason why someone will go for a bungalow instead of a story building, please put it down in the comments below, because as always, I want to learn. These are the only two genuine reasons, laziness and access, disability access. Coming to which one is cheaper. Okay, assuming you are building a 2-bedroom bungalow, maximum 2-bedroom bungalow. So you have the basic spaces, 2 rooms, all en suite, and then you have to install the visitor's toilet, because you don't want people to be going into your room. So you have to install a visitor's toilet, unless you want to do it 1 room en suite and 1 not en suite. So you have a shared bathroom outside that visitors can use, fine and good. And then you have a kitchen, you have the dining area, you have the living room. In fact, in such a house, if you want it square like that without any corner, you have to do away with a dining room. Yeah, you have to do away with that dining space, because you have to put your living room, maybe some here in front here, and then your kitchen behind the living room, and you have a perfect square space. 2-bedroom bungalow. That's fine, because this is also the amount of space you can use similar space for a 1-story building. So that's the only time that a bungalow is significantly cheaper than a 1-story building. But if you start going into the territory of 5-bedroom bungalow, 6-bedroom bungalow, your house is growing in this direction, and so is your foundation. Yeah, I know it's a bungalow foundation, so you will not use, assuming you're building in the type of soil that we have in Anambra State, the loamy soil or clay soil you have in Anambra State. But if you're building in the swamp coastal areas, your foundation is still similar to the foundation of 1-story building. Yeah, because you're going to do raft rings. Yeah, because you're building in water, literally. So if your house is increasing in this direction instead of increasing in this direction, you're no longer saving as much money as you think. So my brothers and sisters, if your dream is to have a one-story building, especially in Igbo land. I always make reference to Igbo land because, I know my brothers. Some people will tell you, instead of me not to build one-story building, I will build boys quarter. You know what is boys quarter? Upstairs BQ. So maybe one room on the ground floor and one room on the first floor. That's it. That's what they refer to as boys quarter. Boys quarter BQ. There is a story build. I don't know how to translate it for you to get the full gist of this name. This boys quarter is so funny when you say it in Igbo. I know my brothers in Igbo land. They would rather not build a house than not build upstairs. And then a lot of people will come and think, oh, building a one-story building is expensive, this and that. If your dream, if that's you, that your dream is to build a story building, and you know that the number of rooms you need in your house is more than 4 bedrooms, please go for one-story building. If you can build, I strongly believe that if you have the wherewithal to build a 4-bedroom bungalow, all ensuite, spacious, this and that, just go for a one-story building. I know a one-story building is still more expensive, but it's not that much more expensive, because like I said, as your house is growing in that direction or increasing in size in that direction on that one floor, your foundation is increasing. The number of blocks you're using is increasing. You may even end up using the same number of blocks for the 2 buildings, because this one-story building ends here, but your bungalow ends there. Okay, so carry everything here and put it on top. The only thing you have left is in excess is the decking. But remember, as your foundation is increasing in this direction, your roof is increasing. So that means your parapet, the parapet that you use to build that big bungalow, will be more expensive than the parapet you will make for the one-story building, because your one-story building ends here. So the area covered by the parapet is less than what a bungalow's parapet will cover, right? The same thing with roofing. The number of wood you use for that bigger bungalow is much more. Sometimes times 2 if you're going for a 6-bedroom bungalow. Yeah, times 2 of what you use to roof a more compact, narrow house that is growing upwards rather than sideways. The same thing with roofing sheets. Go and price stone tiles roofing sheets, assuming you want to use stone tiles. As your house is increasing, the number of stone tiles you will put, ridges and valleys, will be increasing. So consider this deeply before going in, thinking, oh, I'm going to spend less money. But you find out that at the end, when you press your calculator, you may have used nearly as much money. I say nearly, yeah, because everything depends on what you want to put in your house. So people will build, there are some bungalows that are more expensive than upstairs. One of my mom's uncles, he lives abroad, built a bungalow in Nigeria. That bungalow and in the villages, you have trees all over the place. So if you can see the roof of a house from over there, it means that that house is high. When you're approaching the house, you'll even think that it's a one-story building. But when you get close, you see that he built it like a church. Like, he raised it so high that everything is still on one floor. But, the foundation came up really high before the main building. If you see the stairs that you climb before you get there, and inside it is a high roof, almost like that of a church. So everything depends on your taste. Some bungalows are very expensive. I hate to think about how you would feel every single day that you drive into your compound and you'll be hissing. If I had known. After building a bungalow, you cannot just say, okay, I want to build a story building now. You have to go somewhere else and build that one. You cannot just remove the roof and take it off because unless you make the foundation that of a story building. But then again, if you made the foundation that of a story building, you haven't saved any money, have you? So like I said, let your reason for having a bungalow be that this is what I want. I want everything on one floor. I want disability access. For instance, if you're building a futuristic house for when you're old and wrinkly, you cannot climb stairs. Yeah. Let that be the reason why you're building a bungalow. If your reason for building a bungalow is just money, I say just, not that money is not difficult to come by. I say just based on one reason. The only reason why you're building a bungalow is money. Once you're going beyond a 2-bedroom bungalow, consider seriously building a 1-story building if that's your dream house. Yeah, because if you can, I strongly believe, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not in your pocket. I strongly believe that somebody that has the wherewithal, the source of income to build a 4-bedroom bungalow, standard 4-bedroom bungalow with all the necessary, modern day amenities. If you have the money to build 4-bedroom bungalow and beyond, and your dream house is a 1-story building, please go for the 1-story building. You can do it. Yeah. As always, good luck as you gather the wherewithal to build your dream house, right? You'll get there. Bye. See you in my next video.